top stories, President Ethio-Comoros pledges stronger ties with Comoros. And Prime Minister Abiy urges BRICS leaders to prioritize trust and collaboration. Hello and a warm welcome to BBC News with the news. I'm Tabitha John. Do stay with us. Ethiopian President Ethio-Comoros underscored that efforts will be made to further strengthen the long-standing and multifaceted relations between Ethiopia and Comoros. Comoros celebrated the 50th anniversary of its Independence Day with a grand ceremony attended by leaders and dignitaries from various countries as well as thousands of citizens on Monday. Ethiopian President Ethio-Comoros, Tanzanian President Samia Suluhu Hassan, Mauritanian President Mohamed Ould Ghazouani, as well as representatives from Senegal, Madagascar, Morocco, the United Arab Emirates, France and other countries were among the attendees. President Taye remarked that Ethiopia's presence at this Independence Day demonstrates the enhanced bilateral relations between the two countries. He outlined that efforts will be made to further strengthen the long-standing and multifaceted relations between Ethiopia and Comoros. Additionally, the president affirmed Ethiopia's commitment to strengthening ties with other African countries to promote continental integration. President of Comoros, Azali Assoumani, for his part, stated that individuals who dedicated themselves to the anti-colonial struggle merit respect. The president also stated that Comoros has been fulfilling its role in promoting peace, security and unity across Africa. He further encouraged the populace to recognize that this is the moment for enhanced political stability and to concentrate on development, according to the Ethiopian news agency. At the 17th BRICS summit in Rio de Janeiro, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has called for renewed global cooperation and trust. With Ethiopia now a member of the influential bloc, Prime Minister Abiy seized the occasion to push for reforms in global governance and international finance. Speaking at the opening session on peace, security and global governance, Prime Minister Abiy emphasized the urgent need for international institutions that foster mutual trust and effective collaboration. Jerusalem Betzaha has more.
Ethiopia officially joined the BRICS bloc in 2023, joining a growing alliance of emerging economies that includes Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, along with other recent members. As part of BRICS, Ethiopia aims to champion the interests of developing nations and push for greater representation of the Global South in international decision-making. BRICS Summit 2025 marks the 70th edition of this influential forum, bringing together major emerging economies to deliberate on pressing global issues and enhance South-South cooperation. Hosted by Brazil, the BRICS 2025 host country, the summit is being held in Rio de Janeiro under the central theme Strengthening Global South Cooperation for More Inclusive and Sustainable Governance. At the 70th BRICS Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is calling for renewed global cooperation and trust. With Ethiopia now a member of the influential bloc, the Premier used the platform to push for reforms in global governance and international finance. Speaking at the opening session on peace, security and global governance, Prime Minister Abiy emphasized the urgent need for international institutions that foster mutual trust and effective collaboration. The Premier underscored the importance of comprehensive reforms, particularly in the decision-making structures of global financial institutions and multilateral forums. The summit continues this week with high-level decisions on trade, development and the future of global governance.
The third African Job Creation Forum kicked off on Monday in Addis Ababa, reinforcing Africa's collective commitment to harnessing its vast employment potential through innovation, regional integration, and agro-industrial transformation. The high-level gathering was opened officially in the presence of Ethiopian Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Teruneh, African Union Commission Chairperson Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, Ethiopia's Minister of Labor and Skills Muferiat Kamil, alongside ministers, senior policymakers, development experts, and academics from across the continent. Speaking at the third African Forum on Job Creation, Deputy Prime Minister Temesgen Teruneh emphasized Ethiopia's growing leadership in implementing people-centered development and employment strategies across the continent. He stated that as the world undergoes rapid change, Ethiopia is reshaping its economy to create more job opportunities, development for its youth. Listen to this.
The world is changing fast. Climate, conflict, technology. To stand strong, we must look inward. We must stand together. Ethiopia is doing its part. We are reshaping our economy, reforming from within, investing in people, building the future. Our homegrown reform agenda and 10-year plan are not slogans. They are blueprints for growth, for equity, for the future that leaves no one behind. We are building climate resilience because jobs must survive the storm. We are modernizing agriculture because the farmers is still the backbone of our economy.
Temesgen further underscored Ethiopia's strong commitment to digital finance as a means of converting ideas into opportunities and fostering inclusive development.
We must prepare, train, invest so our young people are not left behind. Ethiopia is investing in digital finance, in small and medium business, especially in rural areas. With our digital Ethiopian strategy, we are connecting farmers to markets, villages to banks, ideas to opportunities. We are building value chains, strengthening agriculture, making our economy smarter and more inclusive. And by aligning with the African Continental Free Trade Area, we are multiplying impacts. Trade means jobs. Jobs means dignity. Dignity means peace. Let us be honest. Our continent needs infrastructure, not only just roads and bridges, but also we need digital infrastructure. We need systems that connect, include, and inspire. That's what Ethiopia is building.
Commending progress towards sustainable development, the AUC Commissioner urged African nations to commit to sustained, high-impact investments that drive job creation and economic resilience.
We need sustained efforts and impact investments to ensure that such noble initiatives grow from strength to strength and realize the ultimate goal of eradicating poverty on our continent. Across Africa, we are seeing a new generation rise with digital skills, entrepreneurial energy, and bold ideas. Every young person can find a pathway to meaningful work. Every woman can access affordable capital and contribute to value creation. Every entrepreneur can trade goods and services across borders without fear or friction. And every African can believe that they are part of a shared destiny. I have been in several European capitals last week. Addis Ababa is much more beautiful than any of them. More than 56 cities are also undergoing transformation. This is the true materialization of leadership. Prime Minister Abiy is doing really a great job in this country. When it comes to agriculture, Ethiopia has gone beyond the teff production. Today, Ethiopia is producing wheat, maize, and it's exporting even all these crops. We are really amazed about this transformation.
And finally, according to the Ethiopian Coffee and Tea Authority, Ethiopia has generated over $2.4 billion from coffee exports in the first 11 months of the current fiscal year. Sahalamariam Gebramedhin, head of public relations and communications at the authority, said that the country exported 409,605 tons of coffee during the reporting period, exceeding the annual export target of 280,000 tons by 146%. The performance marks a $1 billion increase in revenue compared to the same period last year, he noted. Germany, Saudi Arabia, the United States ranked as the top 3 destinations for Ethiopian coffee, while other major buyers included Belgium, China, the United Arab Emirates, South Korea, Japan, Italy, and Jordan. Sahalamariam emphasized that current efforts are focused on enhancing productivity, preserving quality, modernizing marketing systems, and combating illegal trade activities to further boost export earnings and ensure sustainable growth in the sector. You're watching ABC. A quick reminder of the stories making headlines. President Taye Atske-Selassie pledges stronger ties with Comoros. And Prime Minister Abiy urges BRICS leaders to prioritize trust and collaboration. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.